Hi, so I was just going to talk about how I feel and I believe that Captain Marvel is proof that Captain Marvel's success is proof that Disney has rigged the box office, in my opinion. Um, well, it's hard to break it down thoroughly. I'm just gonna get to how also Captain Marvel's super mediocre reviews and low audience scores. Um, Hardly any people ever talk about it. I've never heard anybody talk about it in a way that's saying it's. I mean, it just seems like a super not memorable movie. It seems like a movie nobody cares about. But I think all of that proves to a lot of the Marvel fans and the DC haters that it's not really um, Marvel's success isn't solely based on that they're just that good. Marvel's success isn't based on um, isn't just simply that their movies are so damn good that they deserve to be so much more successful than all the other franchises. Um, so I mean, I know it's a brand name, so it's very clever the way the brand is just always successful all the time now, no matter what. I thought this. I felt this the most when Black Panther was super duper mediocre and people just lost their shit over it and thought it was like the most amazing movie ever. It was just a weird phenomenon that happened. But anyway, so Captain Marvel, I haven't seen it, but from just going off of the reviews, right? So, I couldn't say this about Black Panther because for some weird reason the critics just, I don't know, they loved it for some reason. Um, so Captain Marvel, the Metascore, this would be the critics' reviews, is 64. That's pretty low, from what I understand. And then their user score was 3.5, which is really low. As you can see, a negative views 2,347. And I guess these are just random reviews. This person gave it a 1. Well, anyway, and then I'm going to go to Rotten Tomatoes to show their audience score. And then I'm going to go to a video that talks about how the Rotten Tomatoes audience score for some reason went up dramatically, I think from 30%, which is strange, right? Okay, so there you go. Mediocre, 78%. Critic reviews, 78%. And the audience seemed to not like it. 56%. It's like an F. So there you go. The critics are meh, whatever. And the audience are like, yeah, not great. So there you go. So it's to the point where just the brand is just so damn popular that I don't know. It's just it's a kind of a mystery how this movie's made so much damn money too in such a short amount of time. It made already 400 million. It broke, I think, a couple of records. It went way past Wonder Woman from what I hear globally, and it passed it up in a shorter amount of time already, domestically. And people raved about Wonder Woman. It's had so much hype and buzz, and this movie almost has no hype, no buzz. Nobody really cares about it. Yet it just shattered, destroyed the box office. I mean, it had I think over 150 million opening, like nothing. So, I don't know. This is strange. This is weird. So anyway, lastly, I'm gonna go to a video talking about how the scores are suspiciously moving up for no reason. So here's the video. So here it was at 43%. Whoops. So you see here it's at a 43%. And according to what some of the commenters are saying, this video is by SC Reviews. If you want to watch that, he talks about it. This person put, you can see that Rotten Tomatoes behavior is unacceptable. We must boycott the site. They're definitely, I would say Rotten Tomatoes is very suspicious, is very fishy. Rotten Tomatoes on score is rigged. It jumped from 35% to 50% rigged. That is weird. In India, it's still showing 36%. I think it's completely rigged at this point. They're basically using the Brie Larson shit show to censor their web. So just to make clear, I know there's I think there's a big section of right-wingers who are against this movie for reasons being that they're like anti-feminist or anti-SJW or whatever. I just want to let whoever's watching this know I'm not against it for that reason at all. I'm actually a left-leaning person, so I just think it's weird that what the amount of money that it made, it doesn't make sense. And right here in the video it talks about how it had a 2.9. The user score was 2.9 and it went up on Metacritic, as you can see right here. There you go. He's talking about it right there. So yeah, I just think the problem I have with Captain Marvel, I mean, it looked super uninteresting. There was I didn't even feel like their advertising campaigns were even good. It just seemed like it had a terrible look to it. It looked like some kind of cheap TV show. And I wasn't alone on this feeling. I know a lot of other people felt that it looked like some cheap TV show, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. But for some odd reason, this movie, inexplicably, even though if there was a whole boycott campaign from the right wing, there was a bunch of low audience scores, and somehow this movie just still made tons and tons of money and just blew Wonder Woman out of the water. And I don't know, at this point I'm just gonna say that, the obvious is I think Disney has rigged the box office pretty well. And by I mean rigged, they probably they just buy out all the screens in the movie theaters. Actually, I'll get to that later. There's a good article that details and breaks down how Disney pretty much bullies movie theaters into playing their movies only in most of the screens, or else they'll pull their movie altogether in the movie theaters. They can't take that type of hit, so it's like a very malicious and vicious bullying that Disney does to get these numbers. Anyway, so let me know what you think in the comment section below, and hit subscribe if you can, if you want to see more videos like this. Okay, thanks.